Welcome to Sahrdaya Tech Talks. In this video, we are going to discuss about the characteristics of the embedded system. So the characteristics. All the embedded system are task specific. They do some task repeatedly or continuously over the lifetime. Consider an example of an MP3 player will function only as an MP3 player, which it do not, which they have only a minimal or no user interface. Or consider a fully automatic machine works on its own after the program is set and stop once the task is over. It provides a high reliability and real-time computation ability. So coming to the the characteristics of an embedded system is of 6 types, and these 6 types are divided uh, into three. These 6 characteristics are divided based on three constraints. First one, sophisticated. First category is constraint is the sophisticated functionality, in which it contains complex algorithms and user interface. First one is complex algorithm. All the in the complex algorithm, the operations performed by the microprocessor may be very sophisticated. That is, all the embedded systems are task specific. They do some task repeatedly or continuously over their lifetime. That is, an MP3 player will function as an MP3 player only. Embedded systems are created to perform the task within a certain time frame, etc. Example for complex algorithm is the microprocessor that control an automobile engine must perform complicated filtering function to optimize the performance of the car while minimizing pollution and fuel utilization. That is, the microprocessor that we can see in an automobile engine in a like a car or anything like that, in which it should minimize the main process of this microprocessor is to control the pollution and the fuel utilization. If this performance is not get, then it should be replaced or any other method to be taken off. Second one is the user interface. The Microprocessors are frequently used to control complex user interface that they may include multiple menus or menu options. That is, by considering the MP3 player that we have already taken, they have minimal user interface or no user interface, or like take a fully automated machine works on its own after the program is set and stop once the task is over. And the user interface must includes multiple menus and menu options, etc. are included. The example of user interface, best example is the GPS navigation system. That is, in the GPS we can see that many options available in it, like zoom in, zoom out, the sound of etc. We can get. Next concern is to make things more difficult. Embedded computing operation must often perform to meet deadlines. This is the second constraint. In this constraint, they are coming two categories, that is real time and multi-rate. So first one is real time. The real time embedded system have a complex set of characteristics that distinguish them from other software applications. Real-time embedded systems are driven by and must respond to real-world events while adhering to rigorous requirements imposed by the environment which they interact. That is, many embedded computing systems have to perform real-time operations. If the data is not ready by a certain deadlines, then that systems break or can cause in a danger situation. So this is coming under the characteristics of real time. Example of real time can result in scrambled pages, etc. By considering the printers. That is, Missed deadlines in printers, for example, can result in scrambled pages. Next coming is the multi-rate. In the multi-rate embedded computing systems are very common, include automobile engine printers and centfolds. In all these systems, certain operations have to be executed periodically, and each operation is executed at its own rate. At its own rate. Let's consider about not all operations have to be completed by deadlines. So real time some activities to be going on parallelly, like the real time activities should be going on, and at the same time some other work have to be taken place. So example of multi-rate, the audio and video portion of the multimedia stream run at a very different rate, but they may remain closely synchronized. Failure to meet a deadline on either the audio or video portions spoils the perceptions of the entire presentation. Is an example of multi-rate. Then coming to the third constraint, that coming in the characteristics of an embedded system is the cost, in which cost of various sources are also very important. In this, we are coming under two categories, that is manufacturing cost and power and energy. So first one is manufacturing cost. In the manufacturing cost, the total cost of the building system is very important in many cases. Manufacturing type of processor used, amount of memory required, type of IO devices used. So the amount may be vary based on this my amount of memory, microprocessor used, and type IO device used. So these are coming under the manufacturing cost. Next is the power and energy. The power consumption directly affects the cost of the hardware, since large power supply may be necessary. So energy consumption affects the battery life, which is important in many applications. So the based on the power and energy, we must be bought the components in that based on that power consumption and energy. Otherwise the system will get system failure will happen. So battery life and power consumption coming under power and energy. So that's all the major 6 characteristics of an embedded system. Then coming to some more characteristics that can be taken, but not that much important. Like first one is about some embedded systems are designed to react to external stimuli and react accordingly. A thermometer is an example for this. Next is embedded systems cannot be changed or upgraded by the users. Hence, they must rank high on reliability and stability. They are expected to function for long duration without the user experiencing any difficulties. Then coming, the embedded systems are built to achieve certain efficiency level. They are small sized and work with less power and not too expensive. Next is the microprocessor used to design embedded system. Then embedded system need connected peripherals to attach input and output device. And the hardware of an embedded system is used for security and performance. So these all about the characteristics of the uh, embedded system. So the major characteristics of an embedded system are complex algorithm, user interface, real time, multi-rate, manufacturing cost, power and energy. So I think this video helps you to understand about the major 6 characteristics of an embedded system. Thank you.